Hey, this is Adam Lowen. I'm just going to experiment with this kind of new way of doing things. I thought that it might be fun to do sort of like a update blog from time to time, just let you know what's going on instead of doing it all in text, because I know a lot of people like to have somebody talking head them. So I'm going to try it out. We'll see how it works. First of all, it's just been forever since I've updated my site or anything. There's been so much stuff going on. I got a new job. I'm going to be teaching guitar now, so there will be a link to that from the site if you know somebody who's interested. I'm looking for students. I moved up here to the attic. Lots of household changes. If you don't know, I lived with like 6 people, and now we're down to 4 and moving toward 3. So I've been looking to fill up some of the other rooms in the house. Meanwhile, I came up here to the attic, and it's really great up here. I can do my videos, I can do my music, and nobody gives a shit. It's like the only part of the house that's really soundproofed off from everything else. So I had to reformat my computer. So, a lot of this stuff is just like I haven't been able to work on anything I want to. I've got a lot of really great ideas for the Junk Reviews show, and my car broke down. I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, it's completely unsalvageable. I'm gonna have to figure out something. So, there's just been a lot of stuff going on, but I'm still working at everything. This is still happening. Zoo's gonna move into their fall hours, so I'm gonna have little more time at home, rather than working at the zoo, and time to work on Stein, the band. What happened with Stein is I thought I should mention, basically, Alex, our drummer, he moved away. He went on a road trip and ended up just calling up and being like, hey, I'm going to stay here now. So, not super convenient for any of us, but he's very much in go mode right now, checking out the world. And so our lead guitarist, Dan, also went out of town for school. So I was left with Ryan, the bassist, and we just kind of parted ways. He doesn't really want to do the band the way I want to do it in the future, and I just said, let's, I'm going to take this opportunity now to just like start a whole new thing, do it using all the stuff I've learned in the meantime, and this time around I'm really going for like a people-centric approach to putting the band together and finding people that I can have conversations with, that I get along with, that are going to be interested in the Stein idiom and the music and the kind of stuff that we do, and putting on the outfit and playing the show, doing it the way that it kind of is supposed to be, in my mind. Being that Tilo Savage and I started Stein, and it was like our thing, and he kind of moved on. Like, I'm the last man standing here. I'm the Stein link up. Like, I'm the one that you adhere to and become like this whole new monster with. And so I've got some really cool people so far. We've done some auditions. I've got a bassist I'm really interested in. I'm not sure how that'll work out. He's going to go on a tour, so in the meantime I'm trying out guitar and keys. If you know anyone, or if you are anyone, you know what Stein does, you can check out the music. We are looking for people. It's going to be like a once-a-week deal, really kind of fast-paced, and drawing from several years of doing things a certain way. It's gonna be a continuation of that. I've got a drummer that she's just really interesting. We've been talking just for weeks, and I finally met her, and we finally played. She's never been in a band, but she's just very like self-empowered, and she's been working with a teacher for 3 years, and her teacher told her, join a band. She saw my ad, and she's like, yeah, this is the kind of thing that I could get into. So we seem to get along really well, so I'm like thinking I've kind of got my drummer and bassist in line right now, and I'm just looking for somebody with a little bit of a unique angle to do the rest of the band. I really need some synths, I really need some pads and electronica kind of stuff, because that's sort of what's going to be lacking, and that's what was lacking previously. I really wanted to have a lot of that sound, like electronica. I'm really influenced right now by like chip tunes and a lot of the stuff that's been going on in electronica and ambient, and that wasn't really happening. We were just kind of a guitar rock band, which is not anything I really ever wanted to do with Stein. So this is exciting for me. I'm still working on the rock opera. I've put so much work into it. I'm really excited to like actually start fleshing out these demos and start playing them with people. It's just it's every bit as big as my novel, for me, like just in terms of how much time I put into it and how much like energy and soul is invested into it. I really love this idea. I think it's going to be a cool thing to do with the right group of people, and take it out on the road, because it's a rock opera. I just really like the idea of telling a story right now, like not just on a song per song basis, but like as this continuing narrative with actual characters and things that happen and can't be undone. That's kind of where my head is at right now as a writer of songs. And I'm looking to kind of move away from the guitar and really perfect my vocals, which is why I'm seeing a teacher, and get more into performance and letting other people pick up a lot of the slack of that's going to be left behind when I'm not kind of one-man banding it up with the guitar. So the concept album is like well on its way. There's been a lot of snags just because so much of it is stuff that I've never done before. I'm writing a lot of the stuff on piano, and so that's been a problem. I'm actually kind of a little bit disabled right now. One of my fingers, long story there for those of you who know, but that's been sort of a struggle, and there's a lot of monologuing, a lot of like acting, and all that stuff. It's totally new to me. It's going to be a totally new trip for Stein and for anybody who's been listening to my music for a while. The novel, it's done. I mean, I've worked with an editor. It looks really great. We're really excited about it. I do have to kind of jump in there and touch it up a little bit. As summer comes to an end here, I'm really just looking at like, okay, if the second I open up that file, 2 weeks of my life are gone. The summer's over. It's raining. And so I've got a list, and you know who you are, of like 10 people who just, I've told them, yeah, read my novel. Okay, send it to me. And I can't touch it right now. I'm just terrified of it. I'll get around to it, but right now, putting the band back together and the rock opera and getting all my affairs in order with the whole household change and everything has been really the number one priority. But the book is still a big deal. I am in the process now of kind of starting to submit it to, to see if agents might be interested, to see if I could maybe get it published by like a small press, and I'm really trying not to go with kind of just doing it myself, publishing it myself, selling it out of a backpack. But if I have to do that, I will. I actually, for once in my life, I think this might be something where somebody might actually be interested in it other than myself. And, the big plan is really like if I could get some sort of physical copy of this, and I want to go on the road with just like the movie, book, and album, Going with the Flow, the rock opera, and my new book, The Revelation Complex, and just busk, play cafes, play libraries, movie theaters, wherever the hell they want me, grocery stores. I don't give a shit. Bowling alleys, play at the side of a lake. I'll go to festivals and just try and unload all my swag and get everybody. I know you hate that word. Making all this stuff kind of link together into something larger, because it kind of feels like I have like 8 jobs which don't really feed into each other, but things are really coming together. So I'm really excited about the future of with the Revelation Complex and the Beacon series. I've got so many notes, like if this ever takes off, or even if I just get it printed, or even just had enough interest, I've got a whole series planned. There's all kinds of stuff, and it gets way bigger and way crazier than it's taken flight. It's this huge story. So basically, what determines whether I write those is just if anybody gives a shit about book 1. So do so. The show, that's the last thing I wanted to talk about. Drunk Reviews. My last episode was my last Halloween special. my next episode is planned to be this Halloween special. So it's been a year since I've touched that. It's not my number one priority, but it's something that it's something that I really think is fun and I like to do. The new one is, I don't want to give it away necessarily, but it'll be a horror movie. It'll be a Halloween special. But this is something that I'm really doing and I'm really serious about, and it's gonna happen. It's just sort of taking a back seat for a while here. So be on the lookout for that, and give it a watch. When it comes out, the best thing you can do for my show is just to watch it, because I see how many views I get, and if I get views, I go, this is something that people are watching and are interested in, and I'll make more episodes. The episodes will get better and better. The character will make more sense. I'll learn how to edit. That's what I'm really going for here. I really want this show to kind of be part of the Adam Lowen shtick. It'll be a great way to kind of look into, my childhood and all the stuff that inspired us all, this generation, all the old retro video games and the books and the just everything about the past, and just looking at it with our cynical, slightly crazy way we see the world now. That's what the show is all about, and that'll kind of come out more in the episodes I have planned right now. If you like the way that these videos sort of come out and you like watching them, all you have to do is watch them, and I'll keep making them, keep you updated on what I've got going on, and the status of all the projects I do, as well as playing songs, doing online lessons. I want to start doing like a weekly series of playing cover songs, playing original songs. I have hundreds of songs and a lot of covers I want to do, and just play them. Have a big channel full of these for people to enjoy. So lots of stuff planned, and I'm just sort of launching the next 6 months here in Portland, and seeing where that's going to take us.